I rent a room in the house. Listen, baby girl, I ain't got a motorboat, but I can float your boat. So listen, baby girl, once you get a dose of dough, you gon' want some more. So listen, baby girl, when I make it, I want you there. I want you there, yeah.
Graduates are about to come down. However, we do want to also let you know that we do have ASL for you. So if you need ASL assistance, if you could just please sit back here so that you can see her. And then if anybody needs translation in Spanish, we do have the devices. Si alguien necesita traducción en español, tenemos los devices. And maybe I shouldn't be up here. Los cositas allá para que se los pongan en el oído y puedan escuchar, okay? So are we ready for them to come down? Not yet, not yet. Again, are we ready for them to come down? All right, thank you.
Hello, graduates. Are you ready to start the ceremony? One more time. Are you ready to start the ceremony? I love it. Thank you so much. Hello, welcome, and good evening. Hola, bienvenidos, y buenas noches todos. Graduates, what a beautiful sight to see you all in your regalia, looking so beautiful. I get really emotional when I look out and see the sea of hats and robes. We are so proud of each and every one of you. My name is Dr. Jessica Ritter. I'm one of the faculty members in the BSSW program at MSU Denver, and I am delighted to welcome each of you to this special celebratory event as we honor the remarkable achievements of our graduating seniors in the BSSW program. Today, I am standing in for Dr. Jess Retram, the chair of the social work department, who usually is here to do this welcome. She regrets that she cannot be with us today, but she had a very important family obligation that she could not miss, and she sends you her warmest wishes and congratulations. Okay, graduates, I want you to think about this. Once you receive that diploma, you will be joining a national workforce of an estimated 700,000 active social workers in the United States. That's incredible. Yes. And I want you to do something for me for a moment. I want you to look at the people that are on this stage, and I want you to look at your faculty and all the professional staff who are here, who've supported you for the past few years. And I know this is an interesting mind shift to make, but you're going to be our new colleagues once you have that diploma, right? That's really exciting. Now, even though I know that you all had many fun and enjoyable moments as you navigated through the social work program, I also know very well how much hard work and dedication that it took to get here today. Those tough moments that you had to overcome, which took true perseverance to get to the finish line. You did it, and we're so proud of you. Okay, so graduates, I'm going to ask for some participation from you in a moment here. So let me tell you how this works. When I read a statement that applies to you, if you're able, I'm going to ask you to stand up, okay? So I'm going to read a few sentences. If it applies to you, stand up, okay? So I want you to stand up if you are a first-generation college student. Please stand up. All right, thank you. You can go ahead and sit down. Thank you so much. Now I'd like you to stand if you are a veteran. Please stand up if you're a veteran. So great. Yes, that was great. That was wonderful. Okay, next I want you to stand up if you attended school while being a caregiver to a child or other family member. Thank you. And finally, I want you to stand up if you worked while going to school, either part-time or full-time. Please stand up. Thank you so much for participating in that activity. We are so honored to see that. It's amazing. Okay, so graduates, there's one more opportunity you're going to have here to participate. I want to give you the opportunity to show some gratitude to your friends, family members, loved ones, and support systems for helping you through this journey. And I know many of them are sitting out here in the audience. And I'd like you to stand up and look out at them and just give them some really warm gratitude, okay? Yes. Woo! These students could not have done it without all of you. Thank you. Okay, so we have a really wonderful program in store for you this evening. I want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time to be here at this event this evening. Next, I would like to introduce Dr. Joe Bailey from the Dean's Office. And Joe is actually a really good friend of the social work department because in previous years, she was actually a full-time tenure faculty member in our department. Dr. Bailey, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, wow, what a group. You look amazing. Did you know that? Amazing. Do you feel amazing? Do you feel it? Oh, and why not? You should feel amazing. You know what you've done to get here. For the past 4 years? 5? 6? Going 7? Anybody at 8? Years plus? You've been on a journey to today. By my conservative and somewhat made-up calculations, you be the judge. You spent over $30,000, commuted about 9,000 hours over 5,000 miles, spent about 5,000 hours of studying. Yes, you did. Lost about 1,800 hours of sleep and maybe drank about 640 cups of coffee to get here today. Yes, today marks the end of a long, perhaps arduous journey. For what? You, social work class of 2023, 71% of whom are first-generation college students. That's really amazing. It's moving. 59% of you are BIPOC identified, and you have joined the ranks of about 39% of adults who have a bachelor's degree in this country. So an achievement that for many of you, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents could have only have imagined. You are the pride of your ancestors and the pride of MSU Denver. You've sought your destiny and the dreams of your forebears and achieved. After your years of hard work, sweat, tears, growth, and dreams, today marks the beginning of a new chapter in your life, full of promise and hope. And with good reason. Oprah Winfrey, does this generation know Oprah Winfrey? Said, there's no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It's why you were born and how you become most truly alive. And you are entering a profession that is a calling with purpose and meaning, and you know that, right? Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? Because service is what you do as social workers. You serve those in need. Where there are the voiceless, the marginalized, the disenfranchised, the troubled, there you are, making a difference, improving lives and communities. This will be the work that you do, the meaningful life you will lead. It will be the relationships you form and nurture. It will be the comfort you bring to someone grieving. It will be the child who finds a loving family and the family who finds a child. The elder who knows that they are valued. The veteran who has a home. The person who had an addiction who now has a job. The kid who goes to school and goes on to college. The person with a mental health challenge who has found their voice. The victim of violence who becomes a survivor. The hungry family whose bellies are full. The neighborhood where everyone feels safe and part of a community. As social workers, you will have the opportunity to enter the lives of vulnerable people and walk beside them and serve them. So I hope you feel the power of your accomplishment today, the satisfaction of a job well done, and the contentment of knowing the significance of your life's work. This work, social work, so full of purpose, is the next phase of your journey. So please let me, on behalf of the Dean of the College of Health and Human Sciences, who's right before me here, Dr. Sapolsky, thank you for your work and what you're about to set out to do. It is hard work, important work, and work that means so much to so many, including all of us here. Congratulations, class of 2023. You are indeed amazing.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. So I'm Barbara Decker, interim. Oh, y'all are gonna make me cry already. I'm interim program director for the BSSW program. And after 7 years of teaching here, I am still thrilled to be able to work at MSU Denver. Some of you have probably heard me say this before, but probably 7 or 8 years before I started teaching here, I decided this is the place I wanted to be. So I did adjunct teaching at another university, not to be named, to get my bad teaching out of the way so that I would bring my best to you. So MSU Denver students have been around the block, and you bring wisdom born of life experience into the classroom. I feel so lucky to have taught so many of you. I also want to take a moment to recognize some of the people in our department who have worked to support you. So first, would all the staff in the Office of Social Work Student Services, OSWAS, would you stand up and wave? And I'll look around. All right. These are your advisors, the welcome desk ambassadors, the folks who manage finances, who make all things possible in the department. And tonight, they're event planners. So thank you for all of your work. I also want to take a moment to recognize faculty members. So would all faculty members, full-time and part-time, stand so we can celebrate you. So I am honored to be in the company of such gifted researchers and teachers. So students, you all had the opportunity to vote for your faculty members of the year, and you'll hear from our full-time faculty members of the year a little later this evening. But I want to take a moment to recognize our affiliate faculty member of the year, Jessica Yang. Jessica is a stalwart in the department, and many of you have likely experienced her teaching in the community engagement or research classes. Jessica could not join us since she lives in the wilds of Maine, but she has sent a video message.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Well, hello, everybody.
Thank you
evening.
so much. Thank you so much for this honor. I am truly humbled and grateful for your kind thoughts and the recognition of the hard work and intentionality that has been put into our spaces. It was certainly and is the highlight of my week, and I am very grateful that folks thought of me so positively. But I want to give a couple of shout outs to people who have helped make me who I am as an instructor. So I wanted to just acknowledge the hard work of all of the amazing lead faculty that I have the privilege of teaching with. So Kay, Kristen, Jessica Ritter, Barbara, there are just so many that do such hard work to get our courses in good shape, which frees up my time to hang out with the amazing students. So thank you to you all. Thank you to all of the students who continually show up and work hard and inspire me to meet them where they are at, to learn with them on their journeys, and to allow me into their worlds, even if just for a small amount of time. So thank you to all of you. And I really just want to acknowledge that the culture and environment in this department is very special and it is unique. The focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion, meeting students where they're at educationally, coming into the classroom with grace and humility, but also rigor. That freedom really just allows me to engage and to meet with you all where you're at. And I am so thankful for all of these things. I am thankful that you all thought so highly of me, and I am thankful to be here with you all tonight. I hope that you are proud of yourselves and the amazing work that you have accomplished thus far. And congratulations on finishing another semester. Take care, everybody.
All right, now let's turn our attention to you, the students. A couple weeks ago, I sent out a survey asking you to reflect on your time in the BSSW program. And I know there are so many surveys this time of year. But many of you commented, and I want to share some of the responses. I asked about the first thing you will do after graduation, and there were some inspiring answers. I didn't even have to make them G-rated. They were okay. So, have a graduation celebration party with many exclamation points. Heading straight to Voodoo Donuts after commencement. Go to Casa Bonita to celebrate. Yeah. Breathe, then breathe, and breathe. So I also asked about your favorite memories of the program and something you learned that you will never forget. So you said, I will always remember our class discussions. Sometimes we talked about really difficult topics and we shared things that were hard to share. I will never forget how safe I felt in all of my classes and how I felt I could be vulnerable with my fellow students and they would be supportive. Social work values and ethics are my watchword. I will never forget the silence. I will always remember learning how to deal with the silence while talking with a group or an individual. I learned not to jump in and talk during uncomfortable silences, but wait the others out. Someone will get so uncomfortable, they will break the silence. But it shouldn't be me. That social work is more than just helping others. It is about forming bonds and fostering connection, encouraging others to authentically be themselves, respecting others' points of view and ways of life, and most importantly, working to dismantle systems of oppression, because everyone deserves a fair shot to be exactly who they want to be. Finally, I asked you to look into the future 10 years from now and starting your sentences with I will. I will have made a change or a difference in someone's life for the good. I fought the good fight of environmental, economic, and social injustices. I will become a therapist who listens and learns from her clients. I will be the person I needed when I couldn't find anyone. I will say I'm an icon and a superstar who wasn't afraid to own up to mistakes and create loving and comforting environments. I will participate in the development and implementation of diverse, inclusive, anti-oppressive, and creative approaches for individuals and communities to heal from trauma, as well as from the damage done by unhealthy societal norms. I will help families like mine thrive. So thank you all for sharing these thoughts and for going out to change the world. Finally, I want to recognize the Department Student Award winners for 2023. Those of you who attended the virtual honor celebration got to recognize your colleagues already, but we want to make sure that all of you know about your talented classmates. So first, we have the BSSW Scholar Award, which recognizes a student who demonstrates excellence in research and writing. Rebecca Cowell was recognized for this award, and one of her recommenders said this: "Her written work makes me so happy to read because it is beautifully written and so well researched. It reads like graduate level work." Becca could not be here in person tonight, but let's celebrate her. Second, we have the BSSW Social Justice Advocate Award, which recognizes a student who has made a significant contribution in the advancement of human rights, peace, justice, or equality within the university, local, or global communities. Brittany Lopez received this award. And one of her classmates who nominated her had this to say: "Brittany represents everything social work is about. She is passionate, kind, and works to make the world a better place for those on the margins of society." And I believe Brittany was unable to attend, but we need to celebrate her as well. And finally, we have the BSSW Leadership Award, which recognizes a student who has made a significant contribution to the Department of Social Work, as well as to the college, university, or local and global communities. That award goes to Sean Raglan. And Sean, you want to make your way? It's difficult to capture all the ways that Sean has served the department. He's worked to make courses more accessible and presented on accessibility at a national conference. He's acted as a teaching assistant and a research assistant. So thank you and congratulations, Sean. Come say a couple words. He's going to make me wait.
I promise this will be brief. Thank you so much for the award. I'm very honored to be here, standing up here tonight. Just wanted to share some things with everyone. Something you may not know about me is that I used to be an airline pilot, and I had a serious drug problem. I eventually hit rock bottom and started a long and difficult journey of recovery. I went to 4 different inpatient drug rehabs for a total of 8 months, completed countless outpatient drug programs, spent many, many hours in therapy, and finally I got sober. Thank you. Thank you. Through that painful journey, I found that I wanted to help other people like they had helped me. I genuinely feel honored to be seen as a leader, and I am grateful for the acknowledgement tonight. Despite this, what is important for me is continuing to grow and do my own work so I can be of service to others in the best way possible. I want to thank these people for being instrumental in my journey. Dr. Danhoff, Dr. Kay, Dr. Cottrell, Becky, Dr. Oberman, Dr. Ritter, Dr. Retram, Dr. Cloxton, Dr. Tremmel, Karina, Barbara, Brad, Jaleesa, Bianca, Angela, Amanda, Devin, Sean, Krista, Lee, Liz, Louise. And of course, all my classmates and friends, you guys are great. 2 more people I must thank. They've helped me get to where I am with my sobriety. It's Becca, and one of the people who know who I really am, Sarah. And finally, I want to thank my wife, Andrea, for being so supportive and sticking with me even through those tough times. Thanks, Andrea. I love you. So thank you for this award. Thank you.
Great. That's wonderful. Now, those of you who've had me as an instructor know I can't let you go without a quote of the day. So my quote to send you on your way after graduation is from Howard Thurman. And he said, "Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and go do that. Because what the world needs is people who have come alive." Go out there, come alive.
Okay, graduates. Next, we're moving into the most exciting, I think, part of the celebration tonight, which is where each of you get to come up on stage. You will be acknowledged. You're going to receive your pin and take a photo. So there's a few people in the audience. I just want you to pay attention. They're going to be directing you and telling you when it's your time. I think it's Dr. Becky Cottrell, I believe Professor Susie Ryder maybe, and Professor Brad Pomertree. And they'll let you know. But for now, those on the first row, I believe it's your time to stand. All right.
All right, everyone, we're going to get started with Sean Ragland. Nikki Beavers. Angeli Sosa. Aishi Selway. Amal Yusuf. Candace Moore. Danny Marie Meredith. Kayla Banks. Ranika Kone. Danny Taylor. Daisy Anchondo. Esperanza Torres. Leila Archuleta.
So proud of you.
Eduardo Martínez Aguilera. Ashton Maconesa. Maribel Valadez Palomino. Christy Walker. Abby Henry. Krista Carvajal. Aaron Paul. Aliyah Palumbo. Dion Villalobos Reichart. Bilal Torrens. J.R. Gallegos. Laura Barraza. Jackie Hernández Pérez. Barbara Demery Shells. Alexa Dabbit. Katrina Nicholson. April Stewart. Sarah Brown. One second. Let me grab. Here we go. So before we continue, we would like to also recognize some graduates that are joining us online. So please make lots of noise for Vince Castillo. AJ de la Garza. And Aniqua Francis. All right, our next graduate is Jacob Street. Hannah Huey. Tina Loomis. Vanessa Padilla. Steph Peterson. Alejandra Lemos Gallo. Yamilet Rocha Castañeda.
I'm going to give you a so proud of you.
Diana Santos. Stephanie Mueller. Ashley Moore. Allison Allen. Nadia Glarum. Lynn Newen. Keely Alverson. Tammy Worthley. Donalisha Salazar. Jen Plagans. Gabrielle Inslee. Johnny Struzeski. Hannah Horn. Okay. Again, recognizing some graduates joining us online. Maria Gutierrez. Doris Michael. And Ashley Perales. Okay. All right. Now we have Catherine Noriega. Brooklyn Norwood. Samantha Fast. Hayat Ahmed. Quinlan Hubbard. Scarlett Holiday. Celeste Alamillo. Congratulations. Brett Blancarte. María Juanas Morales. Mika Dubois. Yes, of course. Brittany Suchland. Lisbeth Diaz. And Lisbeth is accompanied by Alexander. Megan Carneal. Jillian Smallwood. Tali Smith. Sydney Dalton. And then lastly, online, we have Rachel Sullivan and Mariah Tugwell. Congratulations to all the graduates. Muchas felicidades a todos.
All right. So we're going to end our evening with words from the 2 faculty members who have been recognized by all of you for their outstanding teaching. I'm so pleased to ask Dr. Kristen Danhoff and Dr. Ann Oberman to share. They will share their parting thoughts with you.
This is nerve-wracking. Gosh. It's like way different up here than in class for some reason. Well, I thought I was speaking earlier, so I said hello and welcome, but hello and welcome, friends, family, and our amazing class of 2023. I am honored to be here with you today to celebrate you, the hard work, the tenacity and grit, the challenges, the successes that have all made up your journey in and out of the program. I am incredibly honored and humbled by the Faculty of the Year Award. I want to thank you and let you know that this award means a great deal to me. One of my values is to engage with work that is meaningful, to find meaning in the work for myself, and to have what I do be meaningful for others. Your nomination of me allows me to connect with this value, and for that I will be forever grateful. I am very lucky to be a part of an amazing group of faculty here at MSU Denver. I truly believe that their support, guidance, generosity, and curious spirits are an integral part to how I enter each teaching and learning exchange. I continue to rely on my community to be, do, and grow, and for them, I am forever grateful. In all honesty, I did not know what a meaningful graduation speech would be. I thought about my previous graduations and really couldn't remember a darn one of the speeches, right? So yay me. So that's when I decided to really try and keep this short, but just to spend a few moments in a spirit of solidarity, possibility, and hope. In her book, Spark, Patricia Levy wrote, "A spark exists within, between, among, and within that spark, entire worlds of possibility." In the story, a group of the world's greatest thinkers are brought together to answer a perplexing question. What is the answer? Yes, the question was, what is the answer? Now, you might be sitting there thinking, gee, that sounds a lot like the evaluation proposal assignment I just had to complete in research. And like that and other tasks you've successfully engaged with in the program, it is ultimately a story of hope and challenge, possibility, trust, and community. It is a story to remind us of the spark that resides in each of us. There were 3 lessons I took away from the story, a story that ended up being about the answer to all questions, not just one. The first lesson is that each one of us is needed to arrive at the answer. I have come to know that we cannot do the work alone. Each one of us holds a part of the information, a perspective, a key to the solution. You might say, a spark. I believe that when we connect with one another, when we discuss our ideas, when we respectfully challenge one another with a new viewpoint, we are sharing our spark to open possibilities. When we try to go it alone, we are not seeing and utilizing the billions of sparks that exist, each existing to offer their inherent wisdom to our greatest questions and challenges. The second lesson is to remain flexible, open, and curious. In your final research course that you've probably already forgotten because that was like a week ago, you may have seen the quote by Adam Grant, "We live in a rapidly changing world where we need to spend as much time rethinking as we do thinking. If it takes each one of us to do the work, to solve our problems, and to meet our professional mission, it follows that we must continue to be open and curious to continue to rethink what we know." So as you move beyond this program, remember, to answer the big questions, we will continue to need new ideas, voices, talents, and knowledge. I'll wrap it up, I promise. The third lesson was the importance of hope and believing in what you cannot see. Our professional mission can feel daunting at times. we can lose our hope. Dr. Martin Luther King showed that faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. I think we can also think about replacing faith with hope. Hope is taking that first step or the next step when we cannot see the end or the whole of the journey. Let hope allow for possibility because we do not always know the impact we have on others. Some final lessons I want to share comes from my research in well-being. I am passionate about helping others understand how to cultivate wellness and all its benefits. So I think of and thank the very brave students who took the first elective with me, and I know there's a couple of you out here. I think of the wisdom that they shared, and it only supports the 3 other lessons I have outlined here today. When engaging with their own well-being journey, they found lessons that I think are important to share with you, to share their spark in this space. From their journeys, I share these quotes. One peer discovered, "You don't have to sell your soul to be a social worker." Another shared, "I can no longer think of well-being as something I will achieve later. It is something I must strive for daily. Without well-being, I will not be an effective social worker, and I will not be able to provide my best self for those I work with." Or the students who realize that our body is the first to know and the last to heal, or one does not have to carry the burdens alone. And finally, the student who wrote, "I know that on a local micro level, I have already gotten the change to have conversations with others about my progression and my well-being. And I've watched it ignite a flame in them to do the same." As I wrap up my time with you today, maybe a little bit like Barbara, I cannot leave you without sharing a Brene Brown quote. It comes from The Gifts of Imperfection. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's a bit of a mantra for me so that I may remember the many lessons I've learned. May it serve you today as well. May we find the courage to let go of who we think we're supposed to be so that we can fully embrace our authentic selves, the imperfect, the creative, the vulnerable, the powerful, the broken, and the beautiful. May we show ourselves and others the compassion that comes from knowing that we are all made of strength and struggle. May we experience the strength of connection, the love of belonging, and the grace of pure joy. From me to each of you, remember you matter. I thank you again for this amazing honor that allowed me to come talk with you this very special day. I am so thankful to have been on this journey with you. Congrats, and as always, be well. And now I will introduce my amazing colleague and co-faculty of the year, Dr. Ann Oberman.
So, much like my classes, I know how to clear a room when I get up to talk. So, I'm going to put my glasses down like Barbara. But welcome. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I am honored to share this award with Dr. Danhoff and with all of my colleagues. You all nominated, or people have won. Every single one of the BSW faculty have had multiple nominations and been awarded this award. I learn every day from these people, and they challenge me and they lift me up. And that is what we hope for you as you find your colleagues and for one another and you journey through this together. I'm also just honored and humbled to be sharing your precious celebration time after so many talking heads with all of you, with the folks online, with your family and friends. So for our parting words this evening, I decided to take one more opportunity to do a little teaching. Well, more of a review. As all of you know, social workers love a good termination, the final phase in our intervention models. And today is our termination. It's the end of your BSSW journey, and we are saying goodbye one last time. Termination is a time that we review what we have learned, honor our relationships, celebrate, and say goodbye. So I thought I would spend the next couple of minutes going through some of the termination tasks, starting with a quick review of something you have learned over the last couple of years, our NASW social work values. So this is your last pop quiz. You're not going to be able to leave unless you can name all 6. Go for it. Number 1, Brett. What? Social justice asked it. What? Competence? Oh. Cultural competence. Keep it going. Louder. Dignity and worth. Good, good. Okay, I'm gonna. Like you know, I grade pretty easy, so you all got the quiz correct. But I want to highlight 2 of these values more closely: the dignity and worth of every person, and the importance, somebody said it over here, of human relationships. Y'all are going out into the world, not as just graduates, but officially minted social workers. What will you do? Maybe you'll be working for the government, a nonprofit, with animals, with people old, young, in the middle, or Elizabeth's little, very, very little. Where will you go? Denver? Overseas, Georgia? Cross borders? Or possibly right back here at MSU Denver pursuing your MSW. No matter where you end up, you will uphold the social work value of respecting the inherent dignity and worth of every person, group, and community you encounter, including yourself, something Dr. Danhoff taught me. When I was doing family therapy and families were asked to evaluate their experience about what mattered, they would say, "They returned my call. She listened. He sat with me after court when my father died. She helped me figure out the paperwork until it was finished." You all say the same thing on evaluations. What mattered were emails that were returned promptly, intentional paper feedback that was given, and listening. I mean, I know we're pretty amazing and smart, but what mattered to you was not that. What mattered to you was feeling worthy enough to get that returned email and some extra time to share your story. The simple things are often what respecting someone's inherent dignity looks like. It's not saying that elusive, mind-blowing 2 words that changes their life forever. It's seeing people whole, W-H-O-L-E, whole. It is witnessing their pain and their light. It is showing up and being present, knowing and acting on the belief that all life is worthy. The value and dignity and worth of people applies to you too. How are you returning your own emails, making time to listen to your own story, or seeing yourself whole? You all matter. You are enough, just as is. You are worthy. So here comes the participation part. Take your right hand and place it on your left shoulder. Take your left hand and place it on your right shoulder. Now squeeze. Thank yourself for upholding and continuing to uphold, valuing the inherent dignity of every person and yourself. Yes. So the second value to review is the importance of the human relationship. We need one another to survive, to thrive, to cry, to change. Though we are never to doubt the power of one person standing up for another, when we are in relationship and we organize, the power of 10, 20, 74, 1,000 is a force that cannot be ignored. Here's my little plug. For example, right now in 5th Street Garage here on campus, Denver is helping folks who are seeking asylum in the US that were brought from Texas to help file their papers for asylum. But they also need help to feed and house these folks. If you are able, tomorrow morning, St. Cajetan's is accepting donations of pre-made sack lunches and snacks for folks. Just tomorrow morning though, because people will be leaving that area, so if you're willing to do that. But relationships take time, they are hard, they challenge us. They lift us up, they take work, they can hurt, and they save us. This is evidence of their power. When healing and creating change, relationships create exponential energy and power. This is why they are worth all the hard work and why they are important. To solidify their importance, I want you to look around. Everyone in this room has been supported, challenged, and/or loved by someone else in this room. So, participating again, and this time family and friends are going to be part of the social work program, which means you have to participate in awkward things. So, either hold the person's hand next to you or high five the person next to you on both sides, all right? Yes, perfect. Lift your arms with those joined hands in the air. Okay, family and friends too, come on. The power of relationships is exponential. So please repeat after me. Together we have done great things. And together we will change the world. Thank you. Wait though. Just like all my classes, I have more things. So, 2 more tasks for your final lesson on termination. It's celebrating success and saying goodbye. I want to highlight the success of you together, changing me, each other, your field placements, communities, our department, and MSU forever. From intro, philosophy, GP2, and pop conversations, to learning about you more as I wrote your recommendation letters for internships, jobs, and graduate schools. I leave different from when I started this journey with you together. For example, realizing that not everybody, Barbara, likes to do deep breathing exercises to start class. There were some more than just Barbara. Or that the past German chancellor's name is Angela Merkel, not Angela Merkel. Or that Minnie Mouse is pushing gender norms. But on a more serious note, you all made me reconnect with the impossible and reimagine what is possible. And for this, I will be forever grateful. Now for goodbye. Goodbye. You have touched our hearts and minds. Your greatness makes us better. Together, we will honor the inherent dignity and worth of ourselves and one another, and in relationship, we will change the world. Congratulations, class of 2023. And now, faculty, please get ready for the excitement. But now is your time to, let's get it on, people. It is time to party and get excited, so please stand. You will be directed out. Everybody else, please stand. Congratulate our graduates as they walk down the aisle. Congratulations. We need some music. Where's the music?